All right. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
No, we're not playing that game. We're playing an unnamed and not licensed game, right?
No, you're totally allowed to say it, though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's okay. Wizards of the Coast is really cool about third-party content.
I have an aside that I want to make.
I've met some Wizards of the Coast. They're really into crystal.
Yeah, all right, Joe.
And we're off to a good start. Episode 1. My name is Eric. I play accordion in the 4th Theater Reunion, and I'm a dungeon master. The master of dungeons.
Can you open shows with that?
Is that what Katie calls you, too?
Ooh. Only in our special time.
The whips and chains excite me.
The DM in the sheet.
We only listen to Rihanna when we have sex.
A nerd in the streets.
and DM in the sheets.
Aww.
And I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a really long time, and that's my whole story. Who are you? Guy to my right, who's trying to figure out how magic works. Aren't we all?
Real trying to figure it out. Level 1. My name's Mandark.
You're level 2.
Level
What's your actual name, too?
Mandark. Bitch. I'm a gnome.
But what do you play in the 4th Day Reunion, Mandark?
Oh, I play Mandark.
He plays Mandark.
I play the Mandark.
I play Mandark, the level 2 gnome sorcerer in the 4th Theater Reunion.
This goes on like a placard on the back of my base. So I'm
Also
a bass
play
player.
Othello.
That's a really good game, man. Have you played it
play-
recently?
No.
I
like
play
4 months
Tetris. I play
ago.
chess. Boggle.
Who's to your right?
When'd you get here?
My name's Alex. I'm the girl in the 4th Theater Reunion.
You play the girl.
Token female.
I play the girl in the 4th Theater Reunion.
Hey, if we're ever up for Best Leading Actress.
I can't decide if I think that's funny or if I'm offending myself.
Probably both.
A little of both.
Uh-huh.
Yep, yeah.
That's the best humor.
When you're offending yourself?
Yeah, I play the drunk asshole on stage of the 4th Theater Reunion.
That's not playing.
Okay, you're right.
That's real life.
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, well, I am I am a halfling monk. My name is Ulrich.
Ulrich.
Ulrich Astley.
Seriously?
Anyways, yeah.
Next.
Hi, my name is Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I've been coming to these meetings for about 3 months now.
Welcome, Joe. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
And I play
Lights
a
and
totally human, absolutely human, and nothing but human character, definitely human, named Canon Retcon.
That's not what your sheet says.
There are secrets, and then there are secrets. And I am a human bard
Right.
of the 2nd level
Of human barddom.
of barddom. I'm a sophomore bard.
Sophomoric. You're sophomoric, all right. Bang.
Can we get one of those machines that do the
I would love one of those.
We'll fix it in post.
or an air horn?
Or can it go?
I'll download
Yeah.
one.
Meh.
But who's to my right?
Yeah, hi. I'm Will. And I play the drums. My character is a human noble named Tig McMurtratalk.
A noble fighter.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, noble's not your class, I guess, is it?
Noble's your background.
Sorry.
Oh, well.
Oh, no.
You fucked it up. You fucked
Nobody,
it right up. Everything's
nobody
done.
else said their background, so you officially have the most fleshed out character.
Damn straight.
Fleshy.
Oh, you beat me to it.
All right.
God, I hate you guys.
Do we have the same idea at the same time? Well, hang on a second.
It has the 4.9 stars.
And if everybody has all of these sound effect apps that they need downloaded,
When we last left our intrepid adventurers.
You all wake up. You are all in the same well-appointed semicircular room in big plushy beds wearing very nice silk pajamas.
That's lovely.
You don't really seem to remember where you are, how you got here, or who any of the people around you are.
Like these dudes?
Exactly. The only people you see around you are the 3 other people who all seem to be waking up at the same time in their own plush beds, in their own nice silk pajamas. And you can't really remember who they are, but you know them. And more than that, you know that they're really important to you. And you can't seem to put your finger on how or why. It's not, they don't even feel like family, just like...
It's like when you take someone home and they feel really, like, familiar, and you're like, maybe this is my cousin, and I shouldn't go any further.
That's...
Happens to everybody.
It's like you had a really vivid dream about that, and then woke up forgetting how you fell out of love.
With my cousin.
Maybe. Looking around the room, there's a fire going and a nice fireplace. It's very cozy. There's a table set up with charcuterie and...
What? Where?
You know, there's some, like, bottles on the table. You assume that probably some wine is on there. As you look around and you start to take in your surroundings and realize that you don't really remember where you are or how you got here or who these people are, you start to sort of remember your own body and how much it really fucking hurts.
This is ironically
And
familiar.
everything begins to spin. Everybody make a constitution check.
Is it a 6?
Remind me how that goes.
Roll a 20-sided die.
and then add
Roll a
that
d20
number.
and add your constitution modifier.
Oh, that'd be a nat 1. Plus
Oh,
1.
man. 1 plus 2, which is like... Cool, so an 8.
I got 19.
I got a 6?
Well, Tide, you sort of feel a wave of nausea pass over you and just sort of go away, and you sit up and start to look at the others as they all reach for what seem to be strategically placed sorts of chamber pots next to everybody's heads, and they all reach and start heaving into them violently, especially this one guy over on the side who seems... I mean, he's the only one that's human and not tiny like the other two. The other two are tiny, but he's heaving violent, and it's spraying and he's shaking, and it's not really getting in the chamber pot. It's really ugly.
What color is it?
It's a lot of colors.
There's some streaks of red.
What's it smell like?
Definitely some red in that.
It smells bad?
Oh, it smells bad.
Smells
and
bad,
maybe he pooped himself a little. You're not sure?
I'm going to be right here telling you it's not a maybe.
So as the initial sort of heavings pass, because everybody heaved except Tig, you start to get little flashes of remembrance. The last thing you really remember is entering a bar called the Thirsty Dog in a shitty fucking mining town, and you don't really remember even why you were there, but you remember going into that bar. And then you all sort of come to, and one of you probably says or does something.
I am going to just go ahead and amble towards that table for an examination of those bottles.
Oh, nippy
You
poo.
amble on towards that table, and you find that there are, what's a carafe?
Uh-huh.
Carafe.
I mean, I think either's...
Laura Karoff.
Are we shooting for the French demographic?
I think either's appropriate.
Tomb Raider morning coffee.
Well, there's actually-
Laura Karoff.
There's actually two. One's a carafe, and one's a carafe. And one of them, I won't tell you which, has water, and the other one has what smells like mead.
Going for that one. Is there just the one?
Of mead?
Yeah.
Yes, there's one of each.
Okay, I'll get a cup.
Okay, there are
Would you
cups.
say it's Karoff mead?
The rest of you see the halfling quickly, after heaving, hop immediately out of bed and walk over and begin...
I mean, it's probably more of a stumble, I would guess. Probably don't feel too great.
I would say an amble.
If I'm vomiting blood at the
everybody else
moment,
doing?
I'm probably not getting
you're-
up out of bed for the time being.
Cannon might have lifted his head and, I don't know, like, grunted in the direction of showing, like, consciousness, but
It's
no
the lean,
interest.
It's the lean enough to not Jimi Hendrix it. Vomit.
Yeah. We know you're not going to die.
Mandark and Tig, what do you do?
I'm gonna go drink some of that water.
Found some,
It's too real.
found some chips.
Sure, there's chips.
I got some chips.
I probably down about half of that cup really quickly, refill it,
Sour cream.
consider the water that you're drinking, and stick with what I've got.
So you're all silently... Everybody but Cannon is sort of silently standing about the charcuterie table.
Let me get this glass down, and then I might have something to say. I gotta refill the tanks, you know.
I'm just sitting here enjoying this water. It's good.
All right, probably now that I've had, we'll say I get halfway down the glass a second time, I judiciously pour like a third of that, a third of water, and I walk it over to this clumsy asshole.
Which
This clumsy asshole being Canon Retcon. I'm already on it. And I'm like, hey man, you wanna put something on that burn?
I have no idea what that means. You tiny little gimp.
That's all right, buddy. We've all been hungover before. Don't worry about it. Listen, if there's anything my Meemaw taught me, what
I'm
she
not
taught
hungover.
me,
I'm clearly dying.
I know what a hangover looks like.
I don't get hungover.
And we're all dying in a larger philosophical sense, friend. So don't worry about it. Come on, you know you want to. I put it under your nose. It's watered down.
All right, I'll take it.
I know.
Roll Constitution.
Oh, God.
It's watered down. It's two.
It is watered down,
two-thirds
you're
water,
right.
two-thirds
Roll
water.
Constitution with advantage.
That would be a 20. Not a nat 20, but...
A 20? You feel better. I mean, not like all the way better, but a little hair of the dog.
Yeah, all right.
Just what the halfling ordered.
My
All right.
Meemaw always taught me.
I don't care about your Meemaw, but thank you, little stranger.
Yeah, I don't know. You feel familiar. I mean, I must have really tied one on.
I'm familiar to a lot of people, so that's
thirsty
not,
dog.
it's not surprising.
No, I mean, like, you all feel familiar.
Don't touch me.
I don't want to. You're large and greasy and old. I don't swing that way, old man. Listen, guys, not to be rude, but obviously I must have tied a pretty big one on, and I don't remember how we got to be such good friends. So who are you, fuckers?
Mandark. Ha ha ha.
Does the name,
No context, just that.
does the name ring a
Sometimes
bell?
I say my name to myself.
I just
loudly
love.
and loud.
I love the image of like a gnome in pajamas doing that.
3.14
Does-
feet
does-
tall.
Does the name ring a bell at all?
Yeah, no, that name sounds familiar.
Ulrich.
I mean, it's a pretty distinctive name, and
And it's a pretty distinctive introduction. Of
you're
him.
also quite sure that you've never seen anything quite like him before, because he's not a halfling. He's clearly not like you. He's a little bit taller and a little bit stout. His
He's
head
not
is
taller than me.
No, okay. He's a little bit shorter. He's
There you go.
definitely stouter.
He's definitely stouter.
He's got like a really
Wonder how
round
tall he is.
head and a really not one of your people, but he's also obviously not human. And none of you have ever really seen a creature quite like Mandark Ahaha before.
I'm not going to answer Ulrich. I don't trust people I don't know. Even though I feel familiar with him. He's going to glare,
Forgot that you knew them.
side-eye.
So my duty being done to the poor drunk bastard, I'll go back, refill my cup, and pat our friend Mandark on the shoulder.
We did establish, right, in the pilot that Ahaha is part of the name.
It sure can be.
It's canon now.
It's just written
No, I'm
Mandark
kidding,
on
yeah.
here, but
That's how you
No, but-
pronounce that. So where are you from, bud. Yeah, what's your story? You're a vaguely short drinker. Whatever
Mead?
you are.
Carafe mead.
What you are.
A short drink of carafe mead.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I asked. What are you?
Just then, there's a loud knock at the door. Yeah, it's actually somebody used 3 of their hands to knock at the door.
You know it's important when you use all 3 of your hands.
Fuck.
Okay.
Does anybody do any? There's a knock.
I go over and open the door.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
As it happens, the door is locked.
Why'd they not?
Probably from the other side.
I don't
we're
have a lot
locked
of
in.
faith in this person.
We're locked in.
You hear on the other side, are you guys up?
Kind of look around at everyone.
No.
Quietly refill my drink.
Hey,
No, I'll sleep here.
Oh,
No one's gonna
okay,
do
good.
that.
And you hear a loud clunk as the lock slides on the other side of the door.
I'm gonna stuff a whole bunch of meat in my mouth right now, real quick. I'm also hungry.
This is a tactical decision to just stuff a bunch of meat.
Well, I feel like I'm probably
You
okay.
ever met a meat mouth?
Let me explain Ulrich's understanding of the situation. We're about to get taken somewhere, and I'm also a little hungry. So I got my cup of mead. I've already got myself kind of more balanced. I'm just gonna stuff some meat in my mouth before we have to go. You know, like the free digs.
Start
Come
slaughtering
on.
that charcuterie tray.
Think about this continental breakfast
Is
scenario.
there
You're
gabagool
like
on the charcuterie tray?
a
Absolutely.
little gabagool.
You don't just leave half a charcuterie fucking plate. Right?
Also, if I have pockets, I'll probably go ahead and put some in my pockets.
And this is like
Little
okay.
hair of a dog, little gabagool, you know.
Your silken pajamas do indeed have pockets.
Filled with delicious, tasty
gabagool.
Prosciutto.
I don't think gabagool goes in a pocket super good.
But guys, this is
How well
like
it's sewed.
for real though. This is a nice spread.
I'm in.
This is really good.
I'm in.
This is a really nice room you're in. You're in really nice pajamas.
Has the spread been decimated before we got to it? Like,
No, it was like
No,
set
you were the
up
first one with
for
the continental
you,
breakfast.
clearly.
It was.
And we
literally
didn't-
some
for
fucking
us.
hospitality.
we didn't like attack it before we went to sleep. Like it was ready.
We weren't
Right.
awake before we went to sleep. We were unconscious.
The door swings open, and you can see sort of outside the door 2 like very well and nicely armored, what you would only describe as knights. You've not really seen many people wearing armor like that close up in person. It's really fucking fancy, and they seem to be just guarding the door to the room that you're in. And
The fuck did we do?
into the room, and he closes the door behind him, walks sort of a spindly, long-haired, with sort of a short, scruffy beard, human man. He looks...
A bartender at a hipster bar.
He could definitely be a bartender at a hipster bar. You are absolutely right about that. About shoulder length, brown. Yeah, yeah. Disheveled, but
Eric,
a
you're
little
really
intentionally.
describing yourself in a lot of ways here.
As soon as Eric puts on flannel, he looks like a bartender at a hipster bar.
I've been really getting into like port recently. Look, I know it's like
We
an
got a
old
band.
man's
Like,
drink.
they're like garage rock, like psych, but you know, like
They're like psych garage
post-Burger
rock.
Records,
You guys know you
like-
both sound like yourselves right now, too.
Shut up, Eric.
Anyway, I've been getting into port recently for real.
We'll drink port next time that we
Okay.
play D&D. Instead of barefoot.
How about
Does barefoot make a
Oloroso?
port?
No,
just do a sherry?
God. You
Barefoot port.
really
Age
shouldn't.
6 months.
You really. I don't.
This episode sponsored by
No.
Barefoot Wine.
Port.
No.
Comes with splinters.
It comes with splinters.
I don't know how to politely tell you this. You shouldn't mention that it's barefoot that you're drinking on, like, people can hear this.
I asked about fucking Mandark. you
People
know.
are gonna hear this in the
Oh,
future.
you're still into King Tough, dude.
recently.
Hipster guy comes in. He looks like me, but he's not quite, you know? And he says, how's everybody feeling? Did you sleep okay?
Yep.
I'm feeling great.
Ulrich gives him a polite wave of the hand or some gesture in which to suggest that, yes, he's feeling fine, while also shoveling into his mouth. Drinking on top of the food. You know, people do that, like little kids, where it's like mouthful, and then but also a drink.
I like to picture like the Looney Tunes version, like just like turning up the like 6-foot tray, and it just all like pours in.
Little how'd you eat a whole high metabolism.
I'm just gonna go 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes.
Oh, that's right. You're still in bed.
Yeah, I'm still in bed.
with the covers pulled over. God, this is starting out so real.
I'm ready to leave. Okay, I'm ready to leave. Just let me know when you're actually leaving.
If you're calling me a little man in this band, I'm in.
Okay, so I came to see if you all need anything or if you're feeling okay. I mean, I can bring you some more meats and cheeses.
Meat? Hang up. No, I just hold up the other carafe. I say it around the mouth full of food that I'm currently chewing. Meat, but
oh goodness, yeah, okay. No, we can bring more meat.
If you've got swallowing, like if you got that, it's.
Is that I mean, how's everybody? Everybody got their bearings? Okay,
Pretty much.
everybody,
Yeah.
Is this down or down alternative?
I'm not sure what you mean there, friend, but maybe I'll bring you another carafe of water too for him.
For him, yeah.
But
he's not feeling too hot. My
Well,
email always says
feeling hot.
it's a 1-to-2 ratio of mead to water to get.
Excuse me.
I know. I should have brought my allergy eye drops. My eyes are killing me.
Is this in character?
that's
Yes. Also,
he says, "Geez, that's really great. I'm glad that y'all kind of have your feet under you. A lot of people don't really react too great immediately after showing up here the way you guys did. While we're at it, just Tig, right? It's Tig, right?
Yeah.
I really want to thank you for what you did at the Thirsty Dog. Him and his friends were fixing to do something really unfortunate, I think. And you may have saved my life back there. I know it was a stupid bar fight or whatever, but I really appreciate it."
Cool.
You don't remember at all what that is.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just going with the flow, just shoving gabagool on my face.
oh, you're gabagooling too. All right.
I haven't stopped since he said it was on there.
We're always happy to help out, and I guess the waking up's always tough for people, but we're fine here.
He says, "Well, that's really great. I think Aiden will be along soon. I came to see if you guys needed anything, so I'm going to bring some more mead and some water. And if you guys need anything else, you can just tell them to send for me. I'm happy to take care of it."
I'm going to get up because I don't like people taking credit for things. Like, that is very intrinsic to my character, so I'm going to get up because that was enough to get me over the edge.
Pretend to be sober and healthy, right?
Who are you? Just ask for you said, but who are you?
Well, my name's Kelvin.
Yeah.
Kelvin?
Kelvin Handelhawks.
Oh my god!
He's so spindly!
I know.
Are you the? You're the Kelvin Handelhawks?
I mean,
you sailed the great ship Dreadnought into the.
Anyways,
I mean, yeah, I came sort of to this region on a dreadnought, but that was just my father was a sailor, and now I play the lute.
Nerd.
Wait, are you saying you're your father's son?
I literally,
My son?
I suppose. I'm not your son. You're
don't mind him, honey. He's drunk.
okay.
He's fine.
I'm not still drunk. I'm getting over it.
I'm gonna go. Aiden will be along shortly. Is there anybody else? Okay, and he leaves.
All right, now that I'm awake, I feel inquisitive.
What did you do at the Thirsty Dog for that guy, Kel?
I have no idea.
No.
I don't remember.
Huh.
I don't remember yet. I
Does-
need to eat more meat.
Does anybody remember anything?
You don't remember everything that happened in the Thirsty Dog, but you do remember that there was a major bar fight and that all of you were there and all of you were involved.
You saved that little dude? Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Man, way to go. Cool. I guess
Yeah,
that's why
I
he put us
saved a
up in
lot of
nice
people.
digs. Am I right?
Yeah.
Dude, I go for a high five. You high five me?
Comfy, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
As
yeah.
you're high-fiving, the door opens again.
Good story. All right.
And in through the door walks a tall, like, over 6 foot, athletically built.
Hey, buddy.
And they look at you and they say, good. So you all remember
Adrian. How could we forget?
Adrian.
Yeah.
No, Aiden actually is my name. If that's what you were, if
That's
you were
what I
trying to
meant.
think of my name, it's Aiden.
That's what I.
I can see how you would think. Maybe you do remember.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay, good.
Well, listen.
Well,
if you wanted to refresh, he doesn't super know what's going on. I point to the
I absolutely know what's going on, but I'm with you. These two
double
don't.
vomity asshole over here. There's some gray there. If you wanted to remind him,
okay. Well, I see that at least your personalities have remained intact. I'm here to prepare you to go face the elders. You see, I told you that approaching as we did was unwise, and quite frankly, you're lucky to be alive at this point.
why'd you let us do it then?
You don't remember, do you? I didn't let anything. I was prepared to die. You almost oh, God
It's
damn
fuzzy.
It.
It's fuzzy.
I bet it is. They kind of like pinch the bridge of their nose and hang their head and close their eyes.
We did something dumb.
You did say that out loud, didn't you? That was in character.
Yeah.
Let's get some more of this mead going. Some more gabagool. You sit down. You tell
Gabagool-
us.
is that like
Just refresh us on. Just fill in the details. We saved the dude's life, Kelvin, and that was cool. So we,
None of us died.
we were helpful.
None of us died, right? Like there were not more than there are now.
Well, we are still here.
I
we're-
mean,
No, none of you are dead. This isn't. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, there's not like.
I know the pajamas are nice, but it's not like the afterlife or anything.
I'm just thinking, like, we're not forgetting anybody.
No, I mean, we've met other people together, but the 5 of us traveled together. You don't remember the week on the road?
Yeah, so we were on the road because we had to leave the Thirsty Dog town where the Thirsty Dog was. We left it to get to where we are now, which is here.
The temple of Brotherhood of Good Fellas.
Ah.
Is this a hidden temple?
That's why we have gabagool.
Is that why there's pizza?
The Brotherhood of Good Fellas do stock gabagool.
And it is good gabagool. Let me
Is the pizza a
Okay.
coincidence?
What is pizza?
Just a weird dream I had. I'm sorry.
They say, I was imprisoned while traveling through Solitsana on my way to bring sealed box. You remember now, there was a box. It was important and mystical and mysterious. and then
Solitsana
we
was
brought it back.
that's where the Thirsty
Yeah.
Dog was. Yeah, I remember that place.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm getting somewhere.
Hey, my name's Aiden.
Hey, did you want some more gabagool or didn't you? Try to bring you some gabagool. Try to bring you nice port. I'm in
It's
the port
actually
lately.
I'm into port these days. It's nice. It's a little bit of a dessert wine, you know.
They do speak like that for a minute and you don't understand. You're like, oh, no, I'm sorry. That's
No, I don't speak stereotypical mobster. I'm looking at my language.
No,
right now.
you really don't. I'm sorry. That's the language of the Peshiites.
Yeah.
It's...
I forgot I had it. I'm sorry. The Peshiites, it was great.
You are sorry. We were to be bringing the box back here to the seat of my order so that it could be taken care of responsibly, but this is a hidden temple. There
Is there a legend?
there
about
are, in
it?
fact, legends
Oh my
of
god.
the hiddenness of our temple, but you all refused to approach blindfolded to the hidden temple. Therefore, we were immediately incapacitated upon our approach, and you have undergone something of a ritual to remove your knowledge of where this place is, and there may be some unfortunate side effects. But you all seem to clearly have a handle on where you are and how we got here and why, so we'll just move right along.
Yeah, we traveled with you, got knocked out. Man, I tell you what, people get a good gabagool recipe and they're just not about sharing it. It is nuts. This area of the world, which is near Solipsana. About a week's,
Not really near. No,
about a week's
we're-
travel, I'd say.
we're pretty
Really,
far.
if you were to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You're very lucky that it was who it was on duty when we approached. If it had been somebody less compassionate, we would all probably be dead. But since you approached with me, you'll now have a chance to explain yourselves to the elders.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay.
They're going to ask you some questions. I would strongly advise being honest and straightforward with them. Your
have
lives.
never been anything but honest and forthwith.
I know that canon for a fact not to be true, even a little bit at all.
How do I know you're not lying to me? In fairness, how do I know this is not all a lie?
How do I know that we're not just in some game being played around a table with...
Oh my god, I'm so glad that you mentioned that. Do you guys feel that way too sometimes? Like that,
dude.
like that the
Listen,
gods
Andrew,
are actually just kind of
where's
like
Keanu when you need
stepping down and like
Andrew, I think we'll
reaching
be
into your
fine.
brain and body and moving you
Andrew.
around and making you make choices?
My,
Guys?
my name is Abraham.
Abraham, let's just go do the thing. I think we all know we're fine.
No, we're gonna
Look,
wait.
whether it's a game or not, it's still pretty cool. Like, what's gonna happen next?
We were waiting on the mead though. We can get it sent there. It's fine.
Delivery,
But
yeah.
we can wait.
We'll pay extra.
Just then there's a knock at the door. Kelvin steps in and refills your mead there. So you all are ready to go?
Yep.
I'm ready to go.
Yep.
All right.
I don't even know what I'm
take
missing.
I take
so
the
sure.
mead with me.
Yeah.
I still have pockets full of food too.
Throw a few last cold cuts and cheese slices into your pockets as you walk out
Hell
the door.
yeah.
With probably 2 full cups of mead, I'm guessing,
I
one in
just
each
take one of the
hand.
carafes.
Okay, you've got the carafe with you, which is probably a 2-handed job. I mean, you're what, like 2.5 feet tall?
No, I'm like 4 feet tall.
You're 4 feet tall. Wow, you're pretty tall.
No, halflings are like
tall
that
for a
big.
halfling.
No, half,
So,
3.5
yeah, what's your-
Half,
feet.
like 4 feet.
No,
like
half
a
is
human
like-
is 8 feet.
half is
Well, I
three
mean,
at best.
this also isn't Forgotten Realms, so I'm going to say you're tall for a halfling.
Fine.
Yeah.
You can call me 3.5. Yeah, all right. I'm tall for a halfling, but what? Call me 3'8".
You start, you walk out the door with Aiden out ahead of you, and the 2 guards file in behind you immediately. You're walked down the hall, and you kind of take a left, and the
Kinda.
it's a
Soft
soft left. Yeah. The walls are sort of a slick-looking white, maybe marble. You're not quite sure
Looks
what
like a
it's
rock?
made of.
Oh.
There are torch sconces every few feet, and the shininess of the walls gives a very under orange water effect from
So,
the
like, totally
reflection.
don't
Within
touch it.
Enchanting Waters effect.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's almost as if you were with Enchanting Waters.
Yeah. Honestly, it just makes me feel a vacancy.
God damn it, you guys.
All right, let's bridge these realms.
You go for. You're taken further down the hallway to your left, and the shiny walls are pretty, and you come to a spiral staircase in the middle of the hall. The hall continues on past it, and there's a small rotunda around the staircase that leads up to a slightly domed roof. You're taken up the stairs and through a trapdoor in the roof, and you come out one at a time into one of the most incredible rooms any of you have ever seen. It seems like maybe 60 or 70 feet tall in the center, domed all the way around, and the entire dome is stained glass. showing hundreds of different scenes of some of them, you recognize from the various religions of the world. You see Alanis with her holy book, The Jagged Little Pill. Oh my God. You see depictions of various gods, both good and not necessarily as good gods, all over the place in really intricate and lovely detail, and the sun is shining down through them, and it's really
the Lamb
awesome.
of God there?
Absolutely. There is the Lamb of God there, and the God of the Lamb.
Is that part of the shirt period?
There is the chained God Alice.
I know that band.
Are there men at work on this right now?
When you step out, the ceiling that you came through was sort of domed, so you're on top of a convex sort of floor, and there's no real way to, not like steep enough to make you fall, but it's hard to get a comfortable footing. And then across the room, sort of at the edge of the dome, where the dome meets the floor, it levels off, and there are 5 chairs with a long table across the front of them. And in these chairs, there are 2 men and 1 woman, and one of them is an elf, which is somewhat shocking. You don't see a lot of elves. Some of you may have never seen
elves
an elf.
are disgusting.
They are generally in society considered to be filthy, violent barbarians.
And I agree with that, frankly.
Are best killed on sight, but this elf seems very stately and well-to-do, and sitting with great authority behind this table. They're very tall, sort of 6'3" or 6'4", with super long, pointy ears. The 5th person at this table is this exceedingly old woman who looks up at you, tired and bored. Do any of you say anything?
I pour myself a drink from my personal carafe of mead.
The human man to your far right at the table looks up at all of you and says, "All right, can we please get on with this? We have got the box of Olmec in our possession. We have more important things to worry about than what to do with these vagabonds." And the elf looks across and says, "Very well." The elf looks up and looks directly at you, Cannon, and says, "What is your name?"
All right, so it is within my character's wheelhouse to want to lie about literally everything. So I'm going to try. I'm going to go, oh, me? Yeah, no, my name is, Johnny Apple Store. Johnny Apple Store. I think you have the wrong guy. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a fruit farmer.
Dude,
I harvest nectarines.
You know that they were aware of how we got here.
Roll deception.
Apples and nectarines are not.
I do like Johnny Apple Store.
Oh, good. That would be a 16 for me.
The man just sort of looks at you. The frail old woman in the center glances to her left, and then the elf asks, "Where are you from?"
I'm from...
I come from London.
Well, my character doesn't actually know the answer to this. I'm kind of here and there. I don't really... I don't have a place to call home.
Who are you?
Well, I mean, to many people, a hero, but... But as far as I'm concerned, just a fruit farmer from Nectarine County.
And why do you deserve to go free from this place?
I haven't done anything. I have not... I don't even know why I'm here, which is genuine because I rolled fucking like 7 or 8 on my goddamn, like when I woke up, and a natural 1 as well. So I don't know why I'm here, and I don't necessarily even believe these people. And frankly, I think you've just got the wrong guy, the wrong human, big human, capital H human.
They all sort of exchange glances, and then the elf looks at you, Mandark Ahaha,
Shit.
and says, "What is your name?"
Mandark.
Is it is something funny?
Oh, it's just his name.
Your name amuses you yourself?
That's just what my mama called me.
She laughed every time she said your name?
Literally every time, yeah.
Your name is Ahaha.
Well, it's Mandark. Ahaha.
Where are you from?
Literally don't remember beyond, very long ago. Not really sure where I'm from. Oh, maybe over there. As a gesture, with my thumb, behind my head. Somewhere, that I'm not even really cognizant of. A direction I haven't really been facing or looking, over there.
And who are you, Mandark Ahaha?
I'm pretty cool. Stuff, things. Can do things. And, what are you asking? What do you really want to know?
Who are you?
I'm just me, accidentally here, just kind of,
And why do you deserve to go free from this place?
Well, I'll pay, but I just, I want to get out of here.
You trying to bribe him? I'll pay.
It's free,
Free or I pay
$5, coins, gold or something like that. Just, I'm not very comfortable here. Seems, like I'm under heavy surveillance. The doors are not really within sight. Windows, I don't know if it's morning, night, noon.
They don't really even exchange glances with each other. They just all stare at you and blink.
Blinking is a sign of submittance in cats.
Do you say this as a character?
Yeah. When the cat blinks at you, it means it's all right. I don't recognize you as a threat. So naturally, I'm cool, this is fine.
The elf looks at you, Tig, and says, "What is your name?
My name is Tig McMurchertalk.
And where are you from?"
I am from a place called Neverwinter.
Ironically,
freezing cold all the time.
Lovely.
And who are you?
I am the son of the Count and Countess of Corlin Hill, but our town was destroyed by a volcano.
Been there. It's beautiful. You were the son
Yep.
of the countess.
And why do you deserve to go free from this place?
I don't even remember how I got here. Could you just put me back the same way you got me here? And then I'll just go away and I'll never hear shit from me again.
But why?
just undo this.
But why do you deserve that?
Because I want to live.
Oh, I
Because I'm a good boy.
They kind of give a thoughtful frown, nod. And the elf turns and says, "And you, halfling, what is your name?"
finishes the cup. I'm Ulrich.
Father of
Astley.
old Greg.
I'm old Greg. What are you doing in my waters?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You'll have to speak up. I couldn't hear it. Ulrich, what?
Ulrich Astley.
Ulrich Astley.
Yeah. Yes.
And where are you from?
Well, really shouldn't have said it earlier. I come from the land down under.
All the men at work turn to look at you.
I come from the land down under. I'm of the clan Toto. You may have heard of us. We're known around this great nation of whatever nation we're in currently. That's where I'm from.
And I'm almost afraid to ask this. Who are you?
Well, I once was a monk, and now I'm just kind of a traveler.
Oh, a monk of what order?
You really want to know?
Yes, I do. I know a great many monks across the land.
Do you?
I'd like to know which order you're from.
I used to study with the monastery of Bad Company. You may know a little bit about us. We took the name of our oracle, Bad Company. We study from the good book of Bad Company.
Good book of Bad Company. That's the greatest hits album ever.
Unfortunately, I'm no longer studying with Bad Company. So
Not Bad Company until the day you died.
I'm not. I really thought I would be.
And Ulrich Astley. Why do you deserve to go free from this place?
Well, I'll never give you up.
There's a
should've-
collective sigh from the elders.
And everyone else that's ever listened to this.
He pours himself some more and drinks it really fast. Like, look. All right, we should have worn the blindfolds, okay? Put yourself in our perspective. We don't know where we're going. We don't know Aiden, except for the week we've been traveling with him. We don't trust anything. We're delivering a thing, don't know what it does or why, and suddenly, like, put on blindfolds. I mean, I don't know, would you do it? Like, are you, like, super pro on... Well, you didn't even tell us it was a hidden temple! Or that there were legends about the place. Like, how do you know? And, like, knocks back his drink. So, Your Honor, we can just go, and we don't know any more than we knew before.
The elder to the right of the old woman in the center leans into her and puts his ear up to her mouth. Then she's presumably whispering to him. And he exchanges a glance with the others, and the elf stands up and says, "Thank you all for your candor. There is one more trial which you must face before you will hear our judgment. Aiden will take you back to your chambers and allow you to prepare, and we will meet you outside."
Excuse me, your oldness. What trial, per se, are we preparing
interested in
for?
that.
Because, you know, like, there are different levels of preparation. You've got your preparation A, preparation B.
You are...
I didn't finish the joke because everyone else already got it. I'm just asking, what are we preparing for?
Dude, you are such a nerd.
The old woman stands up and she says quietly, and you kind of have to lean in to really pick it up, but she says, "The best way to know you is to see you on the edge of death."
Oh, man, that sounds really like a bummer, dude. Like,
And then the elders turn and leave.
can we just, like, get some drinks together? I've got mead. Kelvin will get more. Mead. Man, I really don't like... And you guys been close to death? It is not a good time.
Howdy, y'all. Eric here, your accordionist and dungeon master. I just wanted to take a second real quick and thank you all so much for checking out episode 1 of this brand new project that we're trying out. We are having a ton of fun making it, and personally, I myself am thrilled to have this chance to be able to get back into gaming, especially doing it with these assholes. If you like what you've heard so far, episode 1, and you want to help us get this thing off on the right foot, you can head over to iTunes or Stitcher or Google or wherever you listen to podcasts. Rate us, like us, subscribe, and leave us reviews. That's right, those iTunes reviews can be super important to a new podcast starting out. They really help us climb up in the rankings and help a lot of new people notice us and become aware and have a chance to check out the show. So help us spread the word, leave a review, tell your friends, give us likes and shares, use the hashtag SideQuestFTR. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, all that fun stuff. And guys, did you know that we might play Dungeons and Dragons on the internet, but in real life, FTR is the world-renowned sludge-funk-circus-punk ensemble, the Ford Theater Reunion, and we are going to be on tour all through the month of August. If you're listening to this episode when it drops on July 30th, we are leaving in just 4 days. We're going to be heading up north through the Midwest, Iowa, the Black Hole Music Festival. We're going to be heading back east up through the East Coast, New England, down the coast. We're going to be wrapping up at the Supermoon Music Festival in Whitesburg, Kentucky. You can check out the full list of tour dates and details at thefordtheaterreunion.com. Guys, we're going pretty much the whole month with not even a night off. We're going to be playing all over the place, so come check us out. We would fucking love to see you at a show. So head to our website, check out the dates, find the show nearest you, and we will see you there. And in the meantime, let's get back to SideQuest. So Aiden takes you back down the spiral staircase and back to the chamber you started in. But when you get back in there, you see that all of your own clothes and equipment are laid out on the bed that you started in, which means that Cannon, some of yours probably got laid in some of the puke spots, and there's really nothing anybody could have done about that. It's a mess.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm gonna make a note on my sheet that my fine clothes are fine-ish.
Just a hint of vomit smell. You can't really find like where the spot would be, but smell. You just get a whiff of it like every 10 minutes.
Your body's warmer. It's like the smell permeates more. If it's really cold outside, it's not as bad. Gross.
So you all dress and suit up and get prepared
For something.
when you're ready, all armed and armored, and you all have your weapons and your spell components and
Definitely.
everything. Aiden takes you downstairs and outside into a large courtyard. There are other ancillary buildings sort of around the sides. You maybe call it like a quad. There are a couple of the Peshiites doing some ultimate frisbee.
So we're on the sophomore Peshiites quad. Cool. This ultimate frisbee.
And it's beginning to rain. And it's springtime and it's sort of a chilly rain. It's not very comfortable, but it smells nice.
Okay, serious question. If someone's playing frisbee, what do I roll to grab the frisbee midair, throw it back, be like, "Sup, dude?"
Athletics.
Yeah, you
Athletics?
can roll athletics for that real quick if you want to.
Yeah, I really do.
Where's their
I don't think I have
athletics
any. I have -1. That would be, it'd be a 0. I roll a natural 1, -1.
Here's what happens. Aiden is leading you all out into the quad. Off to the side, there's a group of, let's call it 6 young Peshiite initiates. They're trying to just keep to their corner, not getting in anybody's way, because they're cool bros. And they're tossing, just sort of this flat disc back and forth, and Cannon is like, "Oh, hey, bros!" And he goes and reaches out and trips and actually manages to bounce his face off of the pavement and simultaneously fall off the edge into the grass, taking, holy shit, 3 non-lethal damage.
Oh, you idiot.
You lose a tooth, actually. We're going to call it one of your canines.
Can I pick up my tooth and at least put that in my inventory?
Yes.
Unless
Okay.
it's shattered.
He should do a search.
My
See if he can find it.
I already wrote it down. I wrote my tooth in the inventory. Because I'm not going to remember next time. That's going to be hilarious. I'm like, I got my tooth.
Everybody just sort of stops and looks and waits for you to get up and collect yourself. And as you do, on the opposite side of the quad, there's a raised dais, also with 5 chairs and a table that looks very similar to the 5 chairs and the table you were just staring at.
Man, they got a
And
theme, don't they?
Predictably, the
really-
elders file in
They really got
and take their
a way
seats.
about them.
Aiden turns to you and says quietly, "You all, I don't know why exactly I'm pulling for you right now, but for some reason I am.
Everybody likes a plucky underdog.
You're probably going to die, but I would best keep your wits about you because you may very well now be facing something that is beyond any of your understanding."
So our teams...
I finish off my drat and belch right when he says that.
We're teams, though, right? So we got the 5 elders and the silver monkeys. Yeah! Blue barracudas?
The elf elder stands up and walks to the edge of the dais, and he's probably a good 100 feet away from you on the other side of this quad. And he says in a loud oratory voice as other members, you assume other members of the order, they're all wearing the same fucking robes, gather around this square and prepare to watch whatever's about to happen. Your characters are on trial.
Been
The
hard.
best way for us to cut to the core of your character is to see how you act when faced with certain damnation.
So I try and polish off what's left of this carafe real quick. I've abandoned the cup a while ago at this point.
Yeah, you're definitely down to the last drops. And the elf says, "And to the end of seeing you on the edge of death and gestures to the center and sits down. And the elder stands up, the elder, the old woman, and walks to the edge of the dais and makes some large gestures with her hands that seem rather silly, and the rain gets stronger. The lightning flashes, and you blink against the bright light.
Does the thunder
And-
roll?
And the lightning strikes.
Lightning crashes and thunder rolls.
And another love grows cold.
On a lonesome night.
This is the most 90s goddamn monastery I've ever been to.
Makes
The
sense.
lightning flashes, and when you open your eyes and your vision clears, you see on the other side of the quad, there's a just lone figure. Appears to be a human man of about average height in a long coat and a wide-brimmed black hat.
I don't like that hat. Slap Mandark.
This is the night shift at the hipster bars happening right now.
I slapped Mandark on his shoulder, and I'm like, man, you know what I always thought would be cool? I just thought it'd be cool to be like on
A big
committee.
floppy hat.
Like, I'm just on a committee. I'm like sitting behind a table, like making decrees and shit. Like, that'd be pretty sweet.
The figure looks up, and you can see that there's a long, down almost all the way to his belly, braided beard. And he begins to walk towards the four of you.
So we're gonna like fight this dude, you guys, you dudes. You know the plan?
Do we know we're fighting this dude?
Hey, you're the.
I mean, this seems to
He
be a
begin-
Thunderdome.
He begins to pick up his pace, and now he's trotting quickly towards the four of you.
Right.
I'm like, hey, Tig, you're the hero in this story. You're gonna like kick his ass.
No.
And you all suddenly hear in your head. No, exactly. I love that. That's a perfect description of what I was going to say.
He comes from the land of the ice and snow.
No, you don't hear that part. You just hear the scream.
You want me to do it again?
Yes, please.
Ah!
You hear this hellish scream, but somehow only in your mind and not in your ears. And it gets stuck in your head. And everybody roll initiative.
Is that a 20?
Yeah.
I fucking nailed it.
5.
I got an 8.
22.
I got a whole 5.
Or wait, what it
Plus dexterity?
plus your dexterity modifier?
Yeah.
The modifier.
So yeah, then
So
It says it's right up here, too.
That'd be a big old 3 for me.
it's a -1.
Why is your... Dang, yeah.
the man is beginning to pick up speed, and as he does, he quickly pulls the bands out from his beard and lets it down, and it starts to reach outward.
I don't like that at all.
And
burn?
it is Ulrich's turn.
To talk me through this, Eric, if I wanted to, say, climb someone so that I could then jump off of that person, move action or action?
Move action if they're willing.
I'm like, hey, let me, give me a hand up, man.
Come on up.
Get up on that motherfucker's shoulders. What's up?
Busty bro.
So you climb Tig and you are standing on his shoulders.
I ready in action to go at that bitch.
All right. Tig, it's your turn. Ulrich's on your shoulders. And the figure is 60 feet away and picking up their pace.
Let me get that long sword out
You're just going to ready to attack when they get close?
when it gets close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mandark. Ha ha ha.
Mandark! Minor illusion. There's like a veil of
Fog? Fog it up?
like a
Sexy fog.
like an invisibility kind of fog cloak over
Okay.
Just kind of make it foggy.
So you
Can't
don't really, it's not quite an invisibility spell because that's kind of beyond you at this point. You don't really know how magic like that works yet, but you figure you can make the halfling on the shoulders of the really big dude kind of obscured and shimmery, and so you do that.
quite.
A little harder to notice.
Right. Perfect.
And the figure moves forward briskly, about 30 feet, having the distance between you and it. And as it does, you can see that it's not maybe a human of average height, but of exceptional height, like almost 7 feet. Really a lot taller than you initially thought. And you notice that there's a tail flicking behind it. It pulls, seemingly out of nowhere, a large, nasty-looking glaive And now it's Cannon's turn.
So he's 30 feet away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna try vicious mockery. So
Is that, do I get a save against that?
wisdom save.
What's your spell save DC?
That would be 8 plus charisma plus proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 13.
All right. What is your vicious mockery of the figure as they walk briskly towards you with apparently their tail and their independently moving beard and large, nasty-looking glaive?
Port sucks. Get a real job.
A large what is he carrying?
A glaive. It's sort of like an axe spear.
It's a reach weapon, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Motherfucker.
So
Yeah, it's
like
a long, like, pole weapon. Yeah.
with like a spade on the tip.
Kinda. You cast vicious... You mock him. Viciously.
Yeah.
It seems to have no effect. And he continues coming forward.
Oh, you beat that motherfucker.
Ulrich, we're back to you.
I was really excited about that.
I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold until he's like halfway, like 10 feet. I want him.
Okay.
I'm close. I see that reach weapon. I know his plans. He don't need to see me.
So you're going to hold an attack action until he is within 10 feet.
I'm gonna jump on that motherfucker, and I'm gonna beat the piss out of
So
him.
you're going to hold a jump on that motherfucker action.
Yes, I'm gonna hold a jump on that motherfucker and beat the piss out of him.
JOMF.
action.
Okay.
What he said.
WWJOMF.
Yes.
At Yahoo.
.com.
D.
A blogspot.
What would jump on that motherfucker at yahoo.com do?
.blogspot.
Tig, it's your turn.
All right. So, would it be possible to put my sword away and throw a javelin in the same turn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then I want to do that.
You get it only takes like a very partial move action to put your sword away.
Okay.
And another partial move action to pull out your javelin.
I'm gonna throw a
Yeah.
javelin at this guy's
Go
face.
ahead and roll your javelin attack for me. A 7 is no good, so you are down a javelin, and it sails far over his head. Not a very good shot.
Maybe because you had me on top of you.
Probably didn't help. In fact, make a dexterity check to stay on Tig's shoulders while he readies and throws a javelin.
17.
Yeah, you stay up there just fine.
What's up?
You are just like a pirate in a crow's nest, just
all I
hanging
got.
out while
That's all I got,
rocks
man.
all over the place.
Yep.
Mandark, it's your turn again.
Oh my god. Since I read the wrong book, what does my Ray of Frost exactly do?
Frost that motherfucker up, son.
Ray of Frost. You make a ranged spell attack, and on a hit, they take 1d8 cold damage. And their speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. That's pretty damn good for a cantrip.
Yeah.
That's not a cantrip.
That's a cantrip, motherfucker. Eric wrote it. Look at his handwriting. It's right there.
It's
You can tell.
It is a cantrip.
Oh my god, don't fuck this up.
Oh, that's delightful. Okay, so what happens? Because this is also an aspect of being a sorcerer, and as a sorcerer, and you specifically, you don't really understand your magic or where it comes from.
Sure.
You don't have it from studying. It's just sort of this mysterious innate power you have in you.
Like
that
Harry
you
Potter.
that you maybe don't necessarily have the best control of all of the time. So you decide that this guy's coming at you and your people, and you're going to fuck them up because you're not having any of that. And you're going to cast your Ray of Frost.
And I fucking
And you go
suck
to
on
do
my
it,
toes or something.
and your
dumb.
arm just turns into ice. And it hurts like a motherfucker.
Oh my god.
And you take 3 damage
Damn it.
from the
Yeah, I took that
cold
from a
of
frisbee,
your arm
though, so
turning
in
into
fairness,
ice.
I mean,
Well, I also did this to myself.
And with that, you hear in your heads, so far the round and a half that we've had to get this far, the just sort of turns to laughter.
And they made fun of me too.
And
what an idiot.
the figure
No, burnt
charges
his-
forward with blinding quickness just to the side and swings its glaive as he
He
steps
is
within
within
Ulrich's reach.
My design to jump on that motherfucker and beat the piss fire out of him.
And your initiative is above his, so you can go ahead and
And-
take your action. Is
Okay.
it just going to be a straight attack action?
Depends. Do I need to roll acrobatics to jump?
Roll acrobatics, and it will determine advantage or disadvantage on the attack.
23?
That'll be advantage on
Okay.
your attack.
Coolios.
How close is this figure now? Because you said
He's now
that-
10 feet away.
So I'm literally jumping onto him with a sword. Hiya!
Roll an attack with your sword. Short sword, I'm guessing?
advantage.
Yeah.
Advantage.
14.
Yeah, you've got advantage.
Well, then let's make it a 22.
That'll hit.
Sweet. So, I do it back. In fact, I do it back. Fuck him. All right, 9 points of damage. I'll go ahead.
Goddamn.
I'll go ahead and expend one of my chi points, which you were so nice to remind me
yeah.
of, for a flurry of blows,
Ooh.
which means that for that one key point, I can make 2 unarmed attacks against him.
In addition to the
Yes.
armed attack that just landed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So here we go. That'd be a 14 on the first.
That one will hit.
That'd be 6 damage.
And what's the next attack?
Would be, well, that'd be a big 19.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that I thought it might. And that would be for 7 damage.
What is the total?
Wow.
That's 22 damage, right?
Okay. Yeah, it is. 22 damage. Holy shit. Level 2. All right.
Good job.
So
I picked a monk.
as it charges forward with its glaive and gets ready to strike, you see Ulrich launch off of Tig's shoulders and drive his sword sticking into the guy's shoulder, and then shoves his knee into the guy's ear a couple times as hard as he can. And you see blood start to come out of that ear. The hat, the very nice wide-brimmed hat that
was
you
a
like
nice
so
hat.
much,
I like it.
flies off of his head, and you
Which direction?
to the left.
Is that towards me?
That's your right.
Can I grab it?
It's
Not
still
my
10
turn, I
feet
just
away,
wanna know
at least.
if I can-
It's a physical object in reality, so you can grab it.
I can't grab a lot of physical objects in reality.
You notice a dark, scaly, gross skin and a bald head, and probably should have kept the hat on. Oh, right. It's still actually his turn. That was just your prepared action.
Now I'm on top of him,
And I
though.
think Tig also had a prepared action.
He does, to attack
Oh,
him.
yeah. I'm gonna go for it
I mean,
and
if you
get
have
the
a
great
long
axe
sword
out.
and kind of move,
Okay.
though, like,
You pull the great axe out and move forward, and as you do, he takes a swing at you opportunistically. What's your armor class?
17.
Okay, he stabs his glaive out in your direction as you move forward, but he misses to the side, and you're fine, and you're able to get your attack off with your axe. So roll a d20 and add your attack modifier.
15.
Oh, that hits.
15, that'll hit.
Fucking
Now you
hits.
can roll your damage.
It's 8.
Damn,
this guy's getting fucked up, like, real
He's
quick.
a big boy, the large
he is a
creature.
big boy. And now it's his turn to take an attack. And he's going to swing his glaive at Tig. So he missed his initial thrust, but then he swings to the side and catches you under the arm for 7 damage. What's that take you down to?
10.
So yeah, he gets in there and it sinks into your armor and you feel the blood come out of your side.
And it tickles
The
me.
claret is really flowing now, boys.
At the same time as he is catching Tig in the side, his beard reaches around and whips over his head at you, Ulrich. What's your armor class?
Be 16.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Oof. Make a dexterity save for me since you're on his shoulders.
It's 11.
Okay. As he catches Tig in the side with his glaive, his beard reaches around both sides of his head and just bashes you across the face. One side of it catches you across the head and the temple. The other side catches you in the ribs. The wind is knocked out of you and you fall off of his shoulders and smack onto the ground. You are now prone, and you take 9 damage.
Ooh, 9.
Where are you at? Down to 6. Ouch. Yeah, that fucking... You probably broke a rib there, too. It's...
Not feeling great, guys. Doesn't feel good.
Cannon, it's your turn.
Well, I got big plans. Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ulrich, which is a D8 plus my spellcasting. That's 5. So I'm 8 plus 8 to Alex. Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah, bitch.
However, I get a bonus action, and I'm gonna do some bardic inspiration on Tig over here.
All right.
So Tig gets an extra D6 for his next attack.
All right. That was a good bard round, Cannon.
Yeah.
You got a buff and a heal off.
Yeah.
Way to play it by the book.
I'm pretty sure that I healed Alex back up to
Almost full.
This was pretty good. Still
Yeah.
prone and on the ground, though.
Oh, yeah,
And
but
with
not-
that, it's Ulrich's turn.
It was the weirdest thing. I'm like falling down, feeling fucking awful. I hit that fucking mud, and I'm like, God, mud. Curative properties of this shit. I feel fucking great out of nowhere. Time to fucking attack this bitch's leg. One leg.
Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
get it.
Oh, shit.
No.
It's 14. I don't remember.
Wait,
Did 14
that's-
work last time? It
that
did.
is-
It did.
14 will hit.
It'd be 6 points to the leg.
He sort of stumbles a bit and yells out, and it's Tig's turn.
Oh, I want to stand up though. I still can't. I can still move.
It's going to incur an attack of opportunity to stand up.
Moving
From
through
prone-
occupied spaces of medium. I can do
Oh,
that.
you're
I'm
right.
nimble. I'm
You're
small.
right. You've got that ability thing that lets you move
I'm
through
little.
without getting attacks of opportunity. You can stand up.
I'm up.
And now it's Tig's turn.
Okay, let's go with the axe again. 14.
Get it.
That hits. So there you go. 2d6s.
Shit. So
10.
10.
You take another big swing with your axe and you get a big cut across his chest. He's not really too much taken aback by it. There's sort of a weird dark purple ichor that's not really blood coming out, but he seems okay with that. And it is Mandarka's turn.
Oh my god. So Mandar's getting a little worried because this guy's taking a lot of damage. He doesn't really seem like he's
Right
like he's gonna die very soon.
Almost like he's not human.
It's almost like he's not real.
Almost like this is all made up.
And
Almost-
the points don't matter.
Can the minor illusion work to disguise myself into an illusion of what's around me?
You're just gonna hide out somewhere.
Just
So you want to use minor illusion to try and hide?
hide my own self so I don't die, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, so personality traits, small and kind of mad, confused, can't do things. Small and mad, kind of confused, gonna use the minor illusion to fuck the fuck off, because this guy took like 46 damage, and
Okay.
I'm 3 feet tall.
You
I don't
use the
want any-
minor illusion to kind of try and make yourself look like your surroundings in a minor way as
Yeah.
best you can.
Yeah, like I'm just
All right.
doing my best to just fuck the fuck off.
And
right here.
then it's his turn. And he's got Tig right in front of him. So he's going to swing his glaive at Tig again. 20? Yeah, 20 hits. 6 damage to you, Tig. So he
Tig's hurt.
swings his glaive again and catches you in the side of the helmet.
Yeah.
How much do you have left? 4. All right. Tig's
Dag.
in trouble. And then the beard stretches out again and reaches around behind him to attack Ulrich.
You got hit by a beard.
What's your armor class?
What's your number?
19.
Yeah, you hit. Motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Been hurting me so
8 damage.
No.
I just
You
healed
get
you.
thrashed by that beard again, and now it's back to Cannon.
I would heal you again, but clearly you don't appreciate it. So I guess I'm the healer now. Since I got
You picked a support
You are
character.
the bard.
You picked a support character, and then you picked a support character and made him not like anybody.
I support nothing.
I hid in the bush because fuck y'all.
I'm gonna heal Tig because Tig's about to get his.
Yeah, you need to heal
He's
him.
about to be dead and shit. Cure wounds, so it's a 8 plus my. That would be 7 points. And I guess since that's my action, I could use a bonus action and do inspiration on someone again because I still have 2 more of those today.
You get 3 bardic
3 a
inspiration
day.
today? Nice.
Yeah, I have a lot of charisma.
Dude,
And I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to somebody, which gives you an extra D6. And I guess it's gonna be you again, Ty, because you have the most damage.
Yep.
So I'll do that as well. And that'll be my turn. Also, do I have to roll anything to yell at this monster or whatever it is?
Talking or speaking is a free action, generally.
Okay, how about this motion? So what I'm doing
Degenerate.
currently is
Suck it,
I am crossing my arms to form an X that the bottom...
It's the Diamond Dallas.
It's the diamond. Yeah, I am saying suck it to the monster or the figure, but it's not looking at me, I assume. So I'm just kind of surreptitiously doing this because I don't actually want to get attacked. It's a low key suck it.
And it's Ulrich's turn.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do the shit out of it. I'm going to attack with my short sword. Same like going for incapacitation, obviously. Cool. Yeah, I hit him. 24. And that'll be 7 damage to same leg that I hit last time.
The same leg.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying all
Chop
night.
So is
it off or
that
something?
14 damage
Yes!
that leg or 13?
I'm trying to incapacitate him. If we get him on the ground,
That is
I'm a
14
fighter.
damage to one leg. That's pretty...
It is pretty significant, and he buckles a little bit, but he's still standing.
Cool. I'll go ahead and expend my last chi, for one more flurry of blows.
Damn.
2 more attacks on this one leg. He's gonna kill us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
You are all in.
19. So that's 5 points of damage. Because my unarmed strike is bowels. Because I'm a goddamn monk, motherfucker.
Right. Hit that leg again.
16. 6 damage.
What does that put that current leg?
6 damage. Okay.
Is that 24? 25?
You
On that leg?
wail on this leg over and over again, and you just wreck the back of that knee, and you hear something snap.
Get down, motherfucker!
And he goes down on one knee.
Yeah!
And he is clearly not feeling very good. Bleeding a little bit out of the ear from where you did that thing. He's got several large gashes across his chest and belly from Tig's axe. And now you broke his fucking leg. And now it's Tig's turn again.
Alright, I'm gonna do this second wind thingy that I've got. Level.
Okay. Yeah, 1d10 plus 2.
7. So I'm up to 18.
You are completely healed.
Alright, and we're going for the axe thing again. Damn it.
Oh, no.
You got
That one.
natural 1.
No.
All right, well, he goes down to one knee, and you feel the second wind surge through your body, and you're ready to just bring your axe down on his head and finish this thing.
And you
And you
drop
bring
your
it
weapon.
down in a massive flurry, and you miss him like 4 feet wide to the right. And your axe bounces off the stone, and you drop it on the ground, and you're now unarmed. And it is Mandark Ahaha's turn, who is hiding like a bitch.
Oh, I got that.
All right, so I have a light crossbow.
Heal me.
It says attack bonus plus
Magic
4.
missile. Heal me.
All right, so you're going to shoot your light crossbow at it.
Missile too.
So it'll be a d20 plus 4.
Missile.
So plus 4. So 8.
So 8 total?
Yeah.
No, you miss wildly.
God damn
That
it.
arrow just goes sailing into the
Should
distance.
have known being
That's
3
what you
feet
get for
tall.
being invisible there.
He is down there and hurting, but that is not going to stop him from taking another swing at Tig. He takes a piercing stab with his glaive and
Oh my god.
misses horribly because he's very injured. And then his beard is going to lash out again at Tig this time.
Oh, awesome. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I could have lived.
can't take
I don't know
another
that I could hit another dude.
I've got
double
serious
slash
razor
on me.
burn right now.
17. You got 17.
17 armor class, yeah.
Okay.
I've got 18 hit points.
The beard lashes out and beats you up a little bit for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Beats you up a lot of bit, but you keep getting healed, so it's fine. And then Cannon.
Okay, so I'm relatively close, like 10 feet or a little less. Yeah. And I'm using my battle axe, which is not an axe, but in fact a spear, which is in fact a guitar with a knife duct taped to the headstock. And it counts as both clubbing and spear damage. We discussed this.
Clubbing or spear damage.
Well, yeah, or
depending
spear,
on
depending
which side of it you choose.
I choose to use. And so, should I want to just go ahead and fucking attack? Could I reach? Could I jump forward a couple feet and reach it? Because I can stab you from here.
You can absolutely close the distance and attack.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and stab him with my sick flame guitar, which is what it's written down as.
Taped to the headstock.
It's like a BC Rich style, but the knife is duct taped to the back of the headstock. And it does have flames on it. Cool. So I roll a d20 to see if that hits.
Yeah. Oh, except you said it has flames on it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you roll a d20.
Okay. That took a second for me. What's my bonus on that? Just
it'll be right next to your there's
18,
weapon
so it hits.
And you roll a d6.
Plus my what?
-1.
My strength is
You're
weak
not
as
very
fuck.
strong.
I'm not strong, but I'm still gonna stab him in the head. That would be a 4, which is really great for a -1.
4, that is really good.
I want to take an ear off. It's my only goal, a part of an ear.
You charge forward with
I want to take off the top part of the ear, so it's really awkward looking.
Cannon charges forward with what you think is going to be a savage battle cry, and is really just more of a sort of waddle. No, it's just. But you do manage to sink the knife taped to the end of your BC Rich headstock into this thing's temple, and you feel it just slide into brain meat, and the thing goes limp and dies.
Really? I killed it with a BC Rich.
You gave it the final.
No, I killed it. No way.
Where did you get a BC Rich?
What was that about your character? Just canonically cannot stand people taking credit for things
anything
that they didn't do.
anyone else's character.
I'm glad that I came in last minute and saved you guys, and I know that's been a lot of work, and it was great to watch.
And that's it for episode 1. Y'all, thank you again so much for checking out the show. It really means a lot to us. And I want to extend an extra super special thanks to our early Patreon subscribers. It is absolutely incredible that we're launching this show with already a portion of our overhead covered. If you too want to subscribe there, you can check it out at patreon.com/SideQuestFTR. And of course, if you want to help the show, please head to iTunes, leave us a review, let everybody know what you think of it. And don't forget, if you want to check out our main quest, head over to thefordtheaterreunion.com for a full list of tour dates. You can find links to our music. We would love to see you at a show. Thanks one more time for tuning in to SideQuest. It is played by the Ford Theater Reunion with original 8-bit music by our own Joe Harbison. There is so much adventure yet to come. Episode 2 comes out August 13th, and we will see you back here then for more high times and low fantasy.